Alright, let's work our way out of this cave. And then to the east and the south we go. Searching for pylons, we'll work on fighting some more blood petals, maybe wrap up the last 5 we need for that. We've got a stealth troll kind of hanging out, that's a little bit intimidating. Glad we're not PvP flagged or anything right now, otherwise we'd probably be dead. Can't mount up in here, unfortunately we're going to have to take out this last guy here to get out. Ah! With the camera zoomed in like it was, that actually startled me. Yep. That's all it takes. Oh god, another one? Yeah, it's like, okay, we'll just fight every single gorilla here. We'll just fight all of them in one long, continuous pull because they are really, really good at seeking help, apparently. I don't know if we're gonna get this one or not. We're gonna need some pretty big crits going on to get this guy down. And he's enraged now, so he's gonna be pounding on us with a little bit more fervor than normal. We need an execute that actually works. There we go. Good job, execute. Please, let's eat now. Okay, let's roll out. We're gonna go over here, kind of run along this. I need to investigate, like, this area, I think, though. I think maybe one of the camps that we're looking for might not be along the mountains, but just might be hanging out in the middle of the zone. But we do need to be figuring out where the eastern pylon is. I'm kind of hoping, since the northern one was pretty centered, I'm hoping the eastern one is also going to be relatively centered. But you know, that might not be the case. It'd be really great if we can get our last sticky tar as well. Although, where does that one turn in? Yeah, super sticky goes back to Gadgekstan. And there we go. That's a good feeling. We're slowly but surely knocking out some of these quests. Let's come down here a bit. We do need the Pterodactyls. Yeah, the Pterodactyls don't really like dropping items, do they? They don't like dropping dinosaur bones or scales. Okay, look at this. Now this is like some kind of campsite, right? Maybe this is where the supplies are going to be at. Yeah, okay, look at this. Crate of foodstuffs. Let's just kill this guy off so we can safely get in here. Maybe he'll even drop a dinosaur bone, who knows. You'd think if we were creative, we could get at least one bone off of this body somewhere that hasn't been broken or shattered. Like a hind leg bone might do, or we're smacking it in the face, so... something towards its posterior would probably be undamaged. There we go, we got one. We grab the food and we leave the lockbox? How does that make sense? Alright, well that's done. If you guys are looking for this, yeah, it's not in the mountains like I initially thought. Which makes sense, because we're already going to be looking for one of the pylons in the mountains, so putting 2 things back in the mountains probably would not have been good quest design. I mean, I have to admit, the Sulphurase proc does proc kind of consistently. I don't know how much it helps us, like, on the grand scale of things, but it does often proc, so that's nice to see. Look, it proc twice on this guy. Didn't get an item to drop, but you can't have everything. If I were a pylon, where would I be? That's the question. Let's see if we could find a way up here. It looks, well, it looked like a gradual slope until I got a better look at it. Sometimes with the shadows it's hard to tell what's a gradual slope and what's like a sheer cliff wall. (11 out of 15 on the Blood Petals. And somewhere around here we'll find Pterodactyls as well. We found them previously. And they might actually be somewhere in this area. But yeah, getting a closer look at this doesn't seem to really work its way back at all. We'll mount up in a minute and give things a closer look before we head further to the south here. Well, then again... Yeah, the Ironstone Plateau. We found this previously. Don't remember seeing any pylons up here. I mean, if we can get up here. There we go, there we go. Come on, a little bit more. You'd think, if nothing else, this would give us like a good vantage point to be able to find the pylon. I'd like to get up a little bit more. Maybe we're not going to be able to. Yeah, I'd like to be up there. That would be ideal. That would give us quite a view, but yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let us do that. And it's probably not likely that the pylon is back here, is it? Because we've been back here before. There's this weird stone, but... Okay, yeah, here are the Pterodactyls. So we've found this before. The eastern pylon's going to have to be significantly to the south. But let's go ahead and we'll take out all these Pterodactyls. Maybe that'll give us the rest of the scales we need. If we're incredibly lucky, it'll also give us the last 2 dinosaur bones, and then we can scratch those 2 off. Whoop! Didn't see it coming at first, man. But, you know, even once I did see it coming, then kind of like reflex kicked in and reflex told me that I better get that mob first. That was what reflex told me. So, sorry about that. Looks like it all worked out, though. 49 human paladin. Kudos to you for sticking out what is probably the most boring rotation in any game I have ever played. That's kind of my thoughts on the paladin. Just, even in BC, I thought it was going to be better in BC, but I realized what I was thinking about was when they did the big paladin change in Wrath. That was when it got better, not in BC. It was still pretty boring in BC. It's just a really, really boring rotation with very few necessary buttons to push. And yeah, it's made a little bit better in Burning Crusade. I'm sure once you get down to Crusader Strike, then it's probably much better, but until that point, it's really bad. We only got one scale out of all that. And no dinosaur bones. These Pterodactyls, man, they're big holdouts. They don't want to give up anything to us. Alright, to the south we go. We're gonna try to, like, keep our eyes to our left here and just kind of be looking for... Oh, yeah, we're looking for something like that, guys. It looks a little bit like that. Good stuff. It's always good when a quest ends up being easier than you thought it was gonna be. That is good. Let's get some food going here. Oh, we're in combat. There we go. And then we'll make our way up there. I just kind of get worried maybe there's an enemy up there. I don't want to go up there at half health and then get crushed by a Pterodactyl. That would be embarrassing. So if you're looking for the eastern pylon, this little inlet of the river is a good guiding point. Basically directly east of that little branch of the river. And yeah, it's not a river, but you guys know what I mean. There we go. A closer inspection of the pylon leads you to find small... Yeah, we read all this. I think this is the same for each pylon, so we don't need to read it again. Okay, and that leaves us heading further down here. We want to get to where we could turn in the gorilla hides to the Tauren we met down here. And then along the way, we could look for Ravasaurs. We need Ravasaur pheromone glands. We haven't had any luck with that at all. Possibly we're fighting the wrong Ravasaurs? I don't know. Not sure what we're going to run into here this close to the mountains, though. Maybe not a whole lot. Kind of wondering at this point if we're ever going to have a quest for Blood Petal Sprouts, or if I'm just collecting these for no reason. I guess we don't have that many. That's our fourth one, so... Maybe when I have 20 or so and we haven't had a quest, I'll stop. Hey, we stayed mounted. There he is. Perfect. So you have proven strong enough to best the great apes of Ungoro, that is good. The challenge was small compared to Lar Kori, but I will not take such a great victory away from you. These pelts will make wonderful clothing for my tribe. You have helped me and proven worthy. Look at this, we're helping a Tauren. It's great, good stuff. Now what? The mighty Ucha. While you have been exploring Ungoro, I have seen other things that a mighty hunter such as yourself would relish in. One such sight was a huge ape among the other gorillas to the north. You have been to that cave before, but this time I wonder if you'll survive the encounter if you accept my task. I call him Ucha, and he is one of the Earth Mother's greatest sons. Of that you can be sure. Defeat Ucha and bring me his pelt. He's one of the Earth Mother's greatest sons. He's the son of this god that I revere. Now go kill and skin him, because I want his pelt. Yeah, like, part of that doesn't really, like, ring true. I mean, I get it, there's, like, only so many things we can do. It doesn't have to be killing things, though. Now, just hear me out here. We could go save Ucha from some aggressive tar pit monsters who are trying to pull him into the tar. So, you know, because he is one of the Earth Mother's greatest sons, we would want to save him. Not necessarily skin him and eat him and wear him. And you know, we can test our hunter's might on creatures that aren't favored sons of our deities. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, the writing just doesn't really resonate properly. Maybe we'll end up doing that one. Let's take a look. It's, you know, it's orange, but so was the other one. Two-handed axe that we don't need. Cool. Okay, well, let's take some inventory here. We need blood petals, dragon bones, and pterodactyl scales. We need Ravasaur glands. Yeah, we still have a lot to do, actually. Still have a lot to do. I'm gonna look over here, yeah, for some Ravasaurs and see if maybe today we'll get lucky. Says we're in combat because we're in combat. Makes sense. Yeah, this should be sufficient distance from the others. Again, I think these guys are also calling for help. Which, you know, it makes sense. It does add to the difficulty of things, which is good. It's mostly good. Hey, there we go. There's one of the glands we need. These two go to the Tauren, so it would kind of be great if we can just hang out here until we finish this. That being said, same as the gorillas, I really don't want to fight two of these guys at the same time if we can avoid it. $35 chicken stuff. Guys, we are eating so much white meat. All the protein. You can just come back here to our little safe space and we will kill you there. I still have to assume that anything that has the word Ravasaur in it could drop these. I mean, that's me, like, just being really, really hopeful, maybe, but... We can try to prioritize the ones that are just called Ravasaur, I suppose. But they seem to share spawns with these other ones. Let's go over here to our left first and take that one out. We're going to turn the hunter into the hunted here. He'll never see us coming. His buddy almost saw us, though. In fact, we should probably just pull him over here a little bit. That way he can't screech for help. Ooh, some big crits there. Look at those. That is what we like to see. 924 crit on an execute. Jeez. Well, I don't really want to take two of them together. That being said, I think that we could do it. I think we can do it. I know, like, those are my famous last words here in this scenario. Okay. Okay, okay. Hey guys, you remember that time that we took on 3 Ravasaurs at the same time? You guys remember that? That was cool. We got really lucky and we had retaliation off cooldown. That was perfect. Yeah. I didn't think that by running I was gonna live. So I made a last minute call there and we survived, and better than that, we got rewarded for our bravery because we got the item we needed. So let's go ahead back over to the Tauren and get this turned in. Yeah, basically I couldn't have asked for that to have gone better. Be careful, getting close to any nest of eggs surely will provoke the mothers. Even if you've already secured a gland from one, the mothers can be just as deadly as Larkari himself when they fight to protect their young. But if you are successful, then we shall have a definitive way of bringing Larkari out from hiding. Fine specimens. The 2 pieces you found should be perfect for baiting Larkari into the open. I cannot wait to see the outcome of your fight with the monster. He is a massive thing with claws as sharp as the finest blades. This will be the most difficult part because there is some complexity to the plan. To the north of here, that's what I always like to hear at the beginning of a WoW quest. There's some complexity to the wall of text you're about to read. Pay attention. To the north of here, you will find a small trail into the mountains. It was here I saw Larkawi last. You will know the bones... You will know you were in the right area because of all the bones from massive creatures that once wandered nearby. Take the meat you recovered and place it there. Then rub this mixture I created on the meat. If both lures mingled together do not bring Larkari to you, then I know nothing else that will. Okay. You'll know you're in the right area because of all the bones. It's a path into the mountains north of here. North of here does not mean up north. It could be a path into the mountains just north of us. So that is what we're looking for. Yeah. You'll know it because of all the bones of the massive creatures. Okay, he gave us a pouch. In the pouch is the thresher meat. And I swear there was something else. Here we go. Preserved pheromone mixture. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Oh no. No. No, we're not going to do this right now because it's red. Moving on. Disregard everything I've said. Okay, that being the case, I guess we're headed back to the north. We're going to work on Pterodactyls, Blood Petals, and Dinosaur Bones. The Ravissors haven't been really kind enough to drop any Dinosaur Bones, so there's that. Boop. And it's not lost on me that inside of those things they have like octopus faces that look evil. That is not lost on me, guys. Obviously, I don't trust it. Oh, so here's the Venom Hide, guys. Let's get that buff back up on our weapon. It's only a 5-minute buff, but it's pretty cool. I like the interaction. There we go. And I suppose these guys have the same chance of dropping dinosaur bones as any other dinosaur here, which is to say, not a very good chance. Yeah, I don't really want to fight these raptors because they are all grouped up. I would like to get away from the raptor dens. Let's come back this way, where we might find other dinosaurs. I guess we need to go check Pterodactyls Canyon one more time and see if we make the rounds of that again, will we get the last couple of scales we need from those guys. So maybe I'll head over that way. Oh, apparently this stacks up to 3? Interesting. $13 out of 15? Good, making some progress. I would very much like to wrap up this Blood Petal quest as well. Let's fight the few Blood Petal guys right here in the area, and then we'll head back into one of these canyons here to find Pterodactyls. We're kind of getting to that point where it's going to be good to wrap all this stuff up and see what it chains into before we head back out. And then I have to remember that we do have one that turns in back in the Gadgekstan again. But yeah, I think that it's safe to say that once we turn these quests in, we're gonna hit level 52 and pass that up a little bit. And yeah, that's exciting to me because then I can find a Sunken Temple group sometime, hopefully later today. Wakefulness and energy, if they hold up, then we'll see. Oh, we're gonna get killed here? No, we're good. We're good, right? There we go. No item. Okay, cool. We only need one more. Odds of this guy having it are not very good, but you know, if I say that enough, eventually someone will have it. Looked like some kind of gloves of the owl. Yep. Arachnidian? Arachnidian. Yeah, that's a made-up word if I ever saw one. Arachnidian gloves of the owl. Let's eat. Hey, there we go. That's awesome. So we're done with that one now. Now we just need to find our Pterodon canyon and fight some of those guys. Let's take a look back here. Yeah, I feel like maybe it was a little bit further to the south. Then again, no, it was not that far to the south. We didn't get to the Pylon yet. It was before the Pylon. Here we go. We got a scale and a green dagger of agility. And yeah, it looks like someone has just recently been through here and cleared everything out. Let's grab the sungrass again. That's been spawning here pretty consistently. Oh, I can make a lot of healing potions. Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. Could have helped us a couple of times. Granted, these ones are not super powerful, but it's 900 health, which can definitely save our lives. So yeah, we should be making those. Not really getting a lot of skill ups from it. That's true. Maybe, oh there we go, we finally got the 250. And I guess now I have to head back to the alchemy trainer yet again to see if she could teach us anything else to get us from 250 to 300. And that's going to be in Darnassus, so just a long flight where I go AFK. Well, had to log out there for a little bit, and obviously did not leave myself in the best of places to be logged out. But thanks to retaliation being back up, we might survive. And hey, at least we got an item. So the scales are done. We just need dinosaur bones now. So let's fight the remaining pterodactyls here. And then we'll head down and target the Dimetrodons and maybe even the raptors. If we don't get lucky before then. And then we'll be ready to head back. let's head down and start targeting some of the others. I just feel like, I mean, I don't know that I've gotten a dinosaur bone from a pterodactyl. So let's go back out this way. And we should be able to find some Dimetrodons around here pretty nearby. Hey, there we go. Had a feeling that this might work out a little better. Alright, well, I mean, it would be good if we could just run into a few more. Here we go, this looks likely. As long as we don't go far enough west to start running into the elder ones, we'll be okay. And that is 8 out of 8. And yeah, I'm pretty sure with that we can safely return to Marshall's Refuge and turn everything in. And that's going to be level 52. I mean, we almost got level 52 already with the couple that we have turned in and just all the kill experience we've been getting by just going through the zone, fighting basically everything. It turns out will get you a lot of kill experience. But obviously, in the Season of Mastery, what we're after the most is quest experience, so maybe eventually we'll have a season of grinding, where they just increase enemy experience when you're solo. That was a very, very good dismount there. So good, in fact, that we are going to have to stop and fight this guy. Come on, 30 rage. There we go. Oh, disarmed. Perfect. Perfect timing. Yeah, it's hard to do a lot of damage when you spend half of the fight without your weapon in hand. That's a third disarm in one combat. That's really fun. Lots of fun here. Whew, okay. I don't know why that had to be so epic, but it was. Golden Sandsum. I doubt I can collect this. I mean, that's if I can even find it. What am I missing here? It's the 20 minutes where I look for an herb. Alright, moving on. Moving on. Alright, this we want the shield. That is actually going to be an upgrade for the shield we currently have.
Glad I could help. How are you?
Take a blood petal to Gregan in Fairless. See, I'm not sure what to make of this. The plants, they seem to have some minimal intelligence. I'm no expert though, but I do know someone that is. Head to Northern Fairless and look for a buddy of mine named Gregan Brucebewer. He's an expert on this sort of thing. He's an expert on semi-sentient plant life that hang out in craters. It seems like a really specific thing to be an expert on.
See you later.
Alright, a bit of running around for me to do off recording.
Talk to me.
Excellent, these should do the trick, and now if you'll permit me, thanks for digging all these bones out of the ground for us and not hurting any native beast in any way. Whether you really did or didn't, I don't want to know. Was it an option to dig them out of the ground? If we dig in the Ungurl soil samples, can we find dinosaur bones without killing them? And, you know, if the answer is yes, then I am so sorry.
Hurry back.
Because we definitely just killed every single one of them. Alright, what do we have going on here? We have to return Super Sticky to Kazakhstan, and we have to return this to Fairless. The Pylons, those go to... Oh, that's to the gnome hanging out in the back of the cave, right? Let's get these turned in, and then I'll get us over to Kazakhstan. I'll get all that stuff turned in. I'll do the running around to Fairless in case it chains into something that leads us back here, which it likely will. And yeah, I'll get all that taken care of, and then we'll probably be back here again. We'll have to see what other quests come up. I still have to research this a little bit better to understand what I'm looking for. Amio 1, I'll have to look this up. We need to find a mithril casing if we ever want to do that. And then we need to find the western pylon, which should be relatively simple just to find out where it's at. So yeah, that's the plan. I think I'm going to try to do a Sunken Temple run and see how that goes. That being said, I haven't done Sunken Temple in a very long time, so I don't know my way around. I'm not familiar with the pulls or the fights, so it could be craptacular, but I'm hoping it'll at least be a learning experience, and we can start learning a new dungeon. Maybe get some loot. I don't have any quests for it, so maybe that'll be something to look up as well, where I can get those quests. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. As always, I really appreciate you all being here. Thanks so much for the support on the series. It really does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there, and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth sometime soon. Bye now.